class today, so let's go ahead and stand up. Let's just breathe a little bit as we get into our space. Just release your shoulders up, roll them back, and then anchor them down and away. Do that a couple times. Up, back, and down. One more. Release your neck, back, anchor your shoulders down, and then let's inhale, reach those arms all the way up to the ceiling. Let your shoulders come up into your ears for a second, and then as you exhale, I want you to melt your shoulders down your back, so create space around your neck, and let your neck, the crown of your head grow taller, your neck get longer. Do that again. Inhale, just shrug those shoulders up into those ears, and then as you exhale, let your shoulder blades descend down your back like they're going down into your back pockets. Do that one more time. Inhale, let those shoulders come up, and then exhale, let them retract down your back. Take one more big inhale here, and then as you exhale, we're just going to forward fold. Scoop your belly, round your back, come all the way down to the ground. Let's shake that head no, and then just nod that head yes. Take another inhale breath, and as you exhale, you're going to drive down through your heels, turn on your legs, scoop out those abs, and rebuild your spine all the way up. Keep those shoulders anchored down. Let's flip those palms out to the sides of the wrist, and press your arms all the way down by your sides. Do that again from the top. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, scoop that belly, round your spine. Let the crown of your head go heavy to the floor. Take a big breath in at the bottom, and then as you exhale, find that pressure in those heels. Turn on those legs, turn on that belly, restack your spine, flip your palms, and as your arms come down, I want you to think of pressing them down like they're in molasses. Feel the sides of your body wake up. Do that one last time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, scoop. Forward fold, come all the way down to the floor. Let your head hang. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, press into those feet. Scoop out those abs, rebuild your spine, come all the way up. Flip your palms out, and then press your arms down by your sides. Great job, you guys. So we're just going to start seated on our mat today, a little bit different. We'll get right into that core work. So you're going to have a seat. Feet are on the floor, your knees are bent, your feet and your knees are squeezed together, your inner thighs are active. Let's extend those arms out in front of you and grow tall through the crown of your head. So feel your spine lengthen up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in, and then as you exhale, you're going to tuck your tailbone. Feel your lower back round into the mat, and then think about peeling down, one vertebra at a time, all the way down till your head meets the mat. You're going to reach those arms all the way back, but do your best to keep your ribs knit together. Don't let them flare. And then as you inhale, arms float up to the ceiling. Exhale, little tuck of the chin. Keep your collarbones wide and scoop your belly. Peel your spine off the mat. One vertebra at a time, same way you came down. Sit up nice and tall at the top. Squeeze your legs together. Squeeze your booty. Tuck your tailbone as you exhale. Get your belly to hollow out so that your lower back rounds into the mat. Dig your heels into the mat to help anchor you. And then go all the way down, bone by bone. Head comes down. Those arms reach back. Inhale, float them up. And then exhale, little tuck of that chin. Make sure your shoulders do not hunch forward as you come up. Your collarbone stays smiling wide. Sit up tall. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck your pelvis. Scoop out those abs. Feel like you're massaging your spine. One bone at a time. You're smoothing out any sticky spots in your back. All the way down. Reach those arms back. Inhale, float them up. And then exhale, scoop. Dig that navel into that spine. Relax your shoulders. Open your chest. Come all the way up to seated. Nice and tall through the crown of your head. And then we're going to inhale, exhale. Tuck your tailbone. Roll back just like halfway. So you want to come back. So you're a little bit behind those sit bones. And you feel like your pelvis is tucked. Your belly is scooped. Your lower back is round. But again, your collarbones are wide. Relax your shoulders down your back. Without changing the shape of your pelvis or your spine, you're going to inhale, lift your right arm. Exhale, bring it down, and then switch. Inhale, lift your left arm. Exhale, bring it back down. Do both arms. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, bring them right back down from the top. Right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Left arm. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, lower it down. Both arms. Inhale, reach up. Keep that chest right where it is. Don't let it bounce. And then exhale, lower those arms. One more time, all the way through. Right arm up, shoulders stay anchored down your back. Exhale, bring it down, left arm up. Exhale, bring it down, squeeze those legs, both arms up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower those arms and freeze. Now your spine is gonna go back 1 inch. Exhale, scoop your belly, come up just 1 inch. Inhale, back 1 inch. Exhale, pull that navel deeper into your spine, come up 1 inch. Relax your shoulders, open up your chest. Give me that little pulse without bouncing your body up and down. So really make it come from that powerhouse. Hollowing out those abs for 5. Gaze straight ahead, chin stays level. 4. You got it, you guys. Squeeze those inner thighs, squeeze that booty for 3. Take it out of those hips for 2. Okay, last one. We're gonna lie all the way down nice and slow. Tuck your pelvis, scoop out your abs, 1 vertebra at a time. Come all the way down to the ground. Let's keep those arms reaching to the ceiling. Palms face forward. Plug your shoulders into your back. Go ahead and lift your right leg to tabletop. And then using your belly, lift your left leg to meet it. Squeeze your inner thighs. You wanna keep your knees above your hips. Your tailbone anchored on the floor. Inhale, exhale, you're just gonna lift your chest and press your arms down by your sides. Open your collarbones again. Melt that navel into that spine. And then inhale, lower down with control. Again, exhale, curl up. Make sure that you do not hunch your shoulders. You keep those arms nice and active like you're reaching for that wall in front of you. And then you lower down with control. Let's keep on going here for 3. Pelvis should not be rolling in towards your chest. You want to keep that tailbone anchored on the floor. For 2, those hip bones are level with the ceiling. Do not let your hips rock towards your chest. Last one, we're holding this one up for a second. Stay lifted, unshrug those shoulders again. Collarbones wide, arms are reaching forward. From here, you're gonna extend your right leg. And then exhale, switch. Left leg reaches, right leg bends. And exhale, switch. So feel like that movement of your legs is coming from that powerhouse. Feel that push and pull originating from your center. If you need a little neck support, place your hands at the base of your skull, interlace your fingers. This is totally fine. Again, tailbone grounded. The pelvis is not rocking. Those hip bones are nice and flat, level with the ceiling. Shoulders out of ears. Again, collarbones are smiling. We're just here for 4. You got it, you guys. Last 3, melt that navel a little bit deeper. For 2, let your lower back press into the mat. Okay, last one here. Right leg, left leg, bend both knees, lower your chest, reach your arms up to the ceiling, take a big breath in. This time as you exhale, you're gonna curl up, extend both legs out to 45 degrees. Keep that tail planted, keep your lower back on the mat, and then inhale, bend your knees as you lower your chest back down. Exhale, curl up, both legs are reaching out. Again, chest stays open, arms stay active, and then inhale, lowering back down with control. Go nice and slow here, no momentum, so no flinging your body up, and then no crashing down. Let's go 3 more. Those legs are super active, you guys. Squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your booty. Last 2, exhale, curling up that belly button, sinking into that spine, melting that lower back into that floor. Last one, stay lifted. Again, unshrug your shoulders. If you need your hands behind your head, take them there. Heels together, toes apart. You're gonna bend your knees like a little froggy. And then inhale, reach those legs right back out. Exhale, feel your belly do the work to bend those knees towards those shoulders. And then inhale, squeeze your inner thighs, squeeze your booty as your legs reach back out. Think belly button sinking into the spine to pull those knees in. And then inner thighs, glutes, legs wrapping together as they re-extend. Let's go for 5. Again, open the chest. Get those shoulders out of those ears. For 4. Let that tailbone stay nice and anchored. Do not let your pelvis rock towards your chest. 3. We got it here, you guys. Hang on. For 2, belly should be nice and warm. Okay, last one here. Reach those legs out. Back to parallel with the feet. Lower your chest. Bend those knees right back in. We're going to let those feet come down to the ground for a second here. This time I want a little space between your feet. So maybe like 2 or 3 inches of space between the feet and the knees. Arms go up to the ceiling. Take that big inhale. And then as you exhale, just lift your chest and hold. So look at your pelvis. Make sure that, again, your hip bones did not tilt towards you. That pelvis is still nice and flat. Unshrug your shoulders, and then use your belly as you exhale. You're gonna lift that right leg to tabletop. Inhale, set your foot back down. Exhale, left leg comes up, lifting from the belly. Inhale, set that foot back down. The pelvis should not be rocking side to side. And again, it should not be tilting in and out. It should be nice and stable. Use your exhale, sink that belly button to lift that leg. It's coming from your lower abdominals. Inhale, with control, you set that foot back down. We're just alternating. Let's go 2 more each leg. Her right leg up. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, left leg up. Inhale, set it down. Last time. Exhale, right leg up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, left leg up. Inhale, lower, and then go ahead and lower your head all the way down to that mat. Let's extend those legs out straight. We're going to do the full roll up this time. So you're going to start with your arms reaching all the way back. Those legs are zipped together and pressing into the mat. Inhale, float your arms to the ceiling, and then exhale, scoop up and over an imaginary beach ball. Pull your belly back so that your lower back gets a stretch. It inflates into that wall behind you. Your arms are reaching forward, but your shoulders are plugged in. And then you're going to inhale, sit up nice and tall, grow through the crown of your head, reach through your fingertips. As you exhale, push the ceiling away from you and round through your back. Again, just like we started, tuck that pelvis, 1 vertebra at a time, peel your spine all the way down. The arms reach back. You inhale, float them up. Keep the collarbones wide. As you exhale, scoop your belly. Go up and over that beach ball. Reach with your arms. Plug your shoulders in. Let your lower back stretch. Inhale, sit tall. And then exhale, push the ceiling away as you tuck your pelvis. Roll back, bone by bone. Massaging through that spine. 1 more time, you guys. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, scoop your belly. Go up and over that beach ball. Keep those legs grounded. Round your spine. Think of lifting up and out of your pelvis. Inflate your lower back to that wall. And then sit back up nice and tall. Push the ceiling away as you exhale. Tuck your tailbone. Go back just halfway and hold it here. So again, you're slightly behind your sit bones. You're going to lower your arms and turn your palms to face each other. Now from your belly, like we practiced, you're going to exhale, lift your right leg up into that diagonal. Inhale, lengthen your leg as it lowers back down to the mat, and then switch. Exhale, left leg comes up, reach through those toes. Inhale, make that leg feel longer as it lowers down to that mat. Let's do 2 more each side. Lift the right leg, lift the chest, unshrug your shoulders, lower it back down. Exhale, use your belly, lift that left leg. You can always bend your knee, this is fine. Lengthen that leg as it lowers down. Last time, you're going to lift that right leg. You're going to hold it there. Let's bend that knee just so you can find this position. Place your right hand right behind that right thigh, and then find your balance. Bring the left leg up to match the right. Place your hand right behind that left thigh. Unshrug your shoulders and lift your chest more. And then let's just practice straightening out the legs. Make it come from the belly. So feel your belly button scoop deeper into that spine as those legs extend. And then do not let your knees drop. Just bend. Exhale, extend those legs. Feel it come from the belly. Feel that pulling back of that belly button. And then keep your knees right where they are. Just bending back to tabletop. 1 last time. Extend those legs. Reach out through your toes. Pull that belly button back. Maybe your arms can come up. Find your teaser. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, you guys, we're going to unravel. So reach out through your toes. Tuck your pelvis. Roll through your back. And get longer. As you lay out into your mat, you're 1 inch taller. Reach those arms all the way back. So you know the end shape. We're finding that full teaser. Option to bend your knees. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, let's teaser all the way up. So feel like your belly button is your center of gravity. Everything's being pulled into it. But at the same time, your toes are reaching away. Your fingers are reaching away. Your heart is lifting to the ceiling. And then inhale, exhale, you're going to lengthen again. Reach your toes and your head to opposite walls. Lengthen your spine vertebra by vertebra into that mat. Lie all the way down. Let's come back up. Inhale, exhale, belly button scoops in. Everything gathers around it. Lift the chest. Reach through the fingers, reach through the toes, belly button hollows in deeper. Inhale, exhale, unravel all the way back down. Woo, good job, you guys. One vertebra at a time. We're gonna come up one last time, I promise. Inhale, it is Teaser Tuesday. Exhale, teaser up. Woo. Navel hollows in, heart is lifted. Hold it here. Do not move your pelvis. Place your hands behind your thighs. Just bend those knees. Place your tippy toes on the ground and just hold. Okay, re-extend those arms. From here, I want you to exhale. Lift the left leg up into tabletop. You can flatten your right foot onto the floor to give yourself a little bit more control. And then place your hands at that prayer right at heart center. You're gonna inhale, extend the left leg out to straight. As you bend your knee, I want you to twist towards that left knee. So like you're bringing your right elbow to your left knee. Extend the leg as you square off your shoulders. And then exhale, bend that knee and twist. Right elbow towards that left knee. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, twist. It's not a very big twist, you guys. You want to feel like your pelvis is not twisting with you. Anchor that right heel into the floor to help prevent your knees from rocking side to side. Let's go for 5. Twisting to the left, feel that left oblique crunching. For 4. Exhale, twist. Keep your chest open. Keep those collarbones smiling. For 3. Great job, you guys. Last 2. You got it. Okay, last one. Find center. Extend that leg. You're going to lower the leg to the ground. Reach those arms out in front of you. And then lie all the way down. One vertebra at a time. Okay, keep your right foot planted. Keep that right knee bent. Use that right heel. Press it into the ground to give you some counterbalance. As you exhale, it's a single leg teaser. Lift the left leg, lift the chest, reach for your toes, and then nice and slow on the way down. Roll through your spine, reach out through that leg, lie all the way back down. Again, exhale, coming on up into that single leg teaser. Lift your heart, reach for your toes, and then lower that down. Nice and controlled, you guys. Squeeze that left booty cheek so that your quad and your hip flexor don't take over. Exhale, lift up. And then inhale, lengthen it out. Keep pressing your right heel into the floor. Use that right leg for some support. Let's go 4. You guys look really good. Belly button scoops into that spine. For 3, collarbones wide. You guys can smile. You're okay. Last 2, I'm shaking, but I'm smiling. Roll through your spine all the way down. Okay, last one, we're gonna hold it up, stay lifted, reach for your toes, open your chest, just hold for 5. Relax your shoulders for 4. We're gonna flip right over onto our belly in 3, in 2, and 1. Go ahead, flip yourself over. So we're coming into a plank. You're going to take that same left knee, bend it into your chest, reach it over to that right elbow, reach it over to that left elbow, and then step your foot back behind you, find your plank. So left knee only comes into your chest, reach it towards that right elbow, reach it towards that left elbow, and then step your foot right back into your plank. So you're still working your oblique, yes? You're bringing that knee straight in, you're reaching it to the right, reaching it to the left, and then reaching it straight back into your plank. Keep on going. Left knee in, over to the right, over to the left, step it back. Try to quiet your hips, do not let them rock. Over to the right, over to the left, step that leg back. Give me 2 more, you got this. Press the ground away with those arms, standing nice and proud on those hands. Last time here, you guys, the left knee in, over to the right, over to the left, step it back, just hold your plank, lengthen your neck, gaze slightly ahead of you, holding for 5, 4, 3, squeeze that booty for 2, and 1. Come down, take a quick child's pose here, and then we gotta do that other side, so flip right back over. I'm just gonna turn this way so that you guys can see my leg. Okay, right leg here. So we're gonna start by coming into that teaser, nothing crazy. You're just seated, hands underneath your thighs. Tuck your pelvis and get behind those sit bones so your lower back is round, but then lift your chest. Then from there, right leg up. Bring that left leg up to meet it. Extend those legs out in front of you, unshrug your shoulders. We're gonna practice this again. Do not move your knees, just bend them. And then exhale to get your legs to extend. Feel like it's because your belly button is reeling those toes in towards it. Inhale, bend those knees. Unshrug your shoulders again. Exhale, reach those legs, but pull that belly button even deeper to get those legs to straighten. One last time. Inhale, bend those knees. I'm shaking. Last time, exhale, straighten those legs. Hold your teaser. Maybe those arms extend. Lift your heart. Again, relax your shoulders. And then nice and slow, we're going to lie down. Reach out through your toes. Lengthen through your spine. One vertebra at a time. Woo, come all the way down. Just 2 more times, you guys. Inhale, exhale, full teaser. Come all the way up. Remember, you can always come up and just bend those knees. This is totally fine. Lift your chest, reach through your fingers, and then on the way down, lengthen your entire body. I want you to take up a little bit more space on that mat. Last one here. Inhale, exhale, teaser up. Your belly button is your center of gravity. Everything gathers around it. Hold it right here. Bend your knees. If you gotta grab onto your thighs, that's fine, do it. Place your tippy toes on the ground. And then let's flatten that left foot so you have that anchor. Extend your right leg. Bring your hands to heart center. As you bend that right knee, you're twisting that left elbow towards that right knee. And then as you straighten your leg, you're bringing your chest back to center. Bend the knee. It's a little movement, a little twist, just warming up that right oblique. Extend that leg, find center. Exhale, twist, like you're wringing out your waist. Inhale, reach it back out. Unshrug your shoulders. Keep that chest open wide. Let's go for 4. Exhale, twist. Pelvis is stable. Your left heel is your anchor. For 3. Keep pulling that navel into that spine. Just 2 more. You got this, you guys. Okay, last twist. Find center, extend the leg, extend your arms, and then from there, roll through your spine. One bone at a time, that leg lowers all the way down to the mat. Single leg teaser, inhale, exhale, lift your chest, lift that right leg, unshrug your shoulders, keep digging that left heel into the floor. Roll through your spine, 1 vertebra at a time. You come all the way down. You're a little bit taller. Your leg is a little bit longer. Inhale, exhale, single leg teaser. Lift that chest, come back up. Let's just do that 3 more times, you guys. You got this. Nice and slow on the way down, massaging that spine. Exhale, lift. Woo. Inhale, lower. Last 2. Exhale, teaser up. Inhale, release with control. Roll through that spine. Okay, last one. Inhale, exhale, find that single leg teaser. Just hold it for 5. Shoulders out of ears for 4. Point those toes for 3. Squeeze that booty for 2. And 1. Go ahead and flip all the way over into your plank. This time, right knee comes into your chest. You're reaching it to that left elbow. You're reaching it back over to that right elbow. And then you're just stepping it back, tapping your toes down for a moment. Again, same leg, right knee in. Reach it over to the left. Reach it back open to the right. And then step it right back behind you. Do not let your hips go side to side. You're just finding that right oblique a little bit more as you bring that knee to the left and to the right. And then step it back. Scoop it in. Reach it left. Reach it right. Step it back. Push the ground away. You guys stay strong on those arms. Bring it in. Over to the left. Over to the right. Step it back. We got 2 more. You can do this. Bring it in. Bring it left. Bring it right. Step it back. Last time. Bring it in. Pull that belly off that thigh. To the left. To the right. Hold your plank. Let's zip those legs together. Squeeze the inner thighs. Lengthen out that spine. Gaze slightly ahead for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend those knees. Take a little child's pose. Let that lower back release. Really good job, you guys. Let's get those triceps since we're already here in this position. I'm going to stay on my knees. If you're feeling strong today, feel free to go into a full plank. I'm good here. So I'm going to stay on my knees. Press your hips forward so that shoulders to knees, you're one straight line. Shoulders out ears. Squeeze your shoulder blades, open your chest, and then elbows super narrow. Inhale, bend. Everything lowers together. Exhale, press everything back up together. Make sure your head is moving with your spine. You're not letting it hang, but you're also not wrinkling the back of your neck. I want you to pull your belly button away from your waistband. Keep those abs in tight, you guys. Nothing should be sinking towards the ground. Everything is lifting up and away. Elbows narrow so that you feel the back of those arms. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Make sure that if you're on your toes, your hips are not dipping. You're not dumping this into your lower back. Everything lowers together, everything lifts together. Let's go 3. Think about length. Last 2. Think about keeping everything wrapped in nice and tight. Last one, you're gonna bend those elbows. Come up just halfway, hold it. Unshrug the shoulders. Let's pulse. Up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, down an inch. Again, lengthen that neck, chin off the chest. No wrinkles in the back of that neck. Pull your belly button in, squeeze those triceps. 5. We got it, you guys. 4. I know it burns. Hang on. 3. Squeeze that booty. Last 2. Last 1. Come all the way up. Woo! And then let's lie all the way down on that belly. Let's get that back work in right away. So, all the way down. Let's start with your hands, one on top of the other. Elbows nice and wide. Your legs are long. They're zipped together unless you have any issues with your lower back. A little bit of space between your thighs is okay. Press your hip bones into the ground. Feel like your tailbone is pointing to your heels. You've got a little space underneath your belly button. Squeeze those abs. Okay, from here, just your chest is gonna come up. Your hands are staying glued to your forehead. So as you inhale, lift your chest, your arms come with you. That belly button is still lifted off the ground. And then exhale, lower it back down. Do that again. Inhale, lift that chest, belly button stays scooped in, elbows are wide. Exhale, lower it back down. Let's go for 4. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. I like legs zipped together. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Elbows a little bit wider. Exhale, lower. Last 2. Feel that little zig right underneath your shoulder blades. Lift from that spot in your back. And exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift it up. Hold it right here. You're going to extend your arms out like airplane wings. Unshrug your shoulders. Make your collarbones a little bit wider. Now from that same spot, right beneath those shoulder blades, lift your chest a little bit more. And then go ahead and lower that whole thing down. Those airplane wings can come all the way down. If this is too much for your shoulders, if you've got weights on your hands, take them off. Or you can bring your arms by your sides. That's fine too. As you inhale, we're going to lift everything back up. Lift that chest. Lift those arms. Reach through those fingertips. Spread your collarbones even wider. And then exhale, lower that whole thing back down. Lifting up, make sure that there are no wrinkles in your neck. Your gaze is down at your mat. Your shoulders are out of your ears. And exhale, lower. Let's go 2 more. Inhale, lift. Keep that belly button off of the ground. Keep that tail pointed at your heels. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift it all the way up and hold it here. Relax your neck. Bring your arms by your sides. Palms are facing the ceiling. Roll your shoulders back. Can you lift your chest a little bit more? And then from your triceps, pump your arms up towards the ceiling. Little reverse 100 here. Collarbones wider. Belly button away from the ground. Pumping from the sides of your back. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just like if you were doing your 100, same breath. Inhaling for 5. Exhaling for 5 and trying to get that belly button to lift a little further from your mat. Inhaling for 5. Feel those triceps warming up more. Exhale for 5. Neck long, chest open. Can you lift your chest a little bit higher? Last 2 breaths. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 5. Last big breath. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. You can turn your head and look one direction. Let that ear come all the way down to your mat. Stretch your neck. And then from there, bring your head back to center. Make a little goalpost shape with your arms. Now we're going to add the leg lift. So make sure that when you lift your legs, it's coming from your booty, not from your lower back. So important that you keep that length of your lower back, your tailbone pointed at your heels, belly button away from the ground. Take a big inhale, lift your chest. Lift your arms, lift your legs from that booty. Exhale, lower everything back down. Do that again. Everything comes up. On that inhale, you feel that length of your lower back, that belly button lifting from your mat. Exhale, lower everything back down. Let's go for 3. Inhale, lift. Reach your toes back. Lengthen your neck. Exhale, lower. Last 2. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower it down. Okay, last one here, you guys. Inhale, lift everything up. Hold it up. You're gonna reach your arms out in front of you, looking down at your mat. Exhale, bend into that goalpost. See if you can squeeze your shoulder blades. Maybe lift a little bit higher. Inhale, extend those arms. Keep that chest lifted. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades. Lift that chest a little bit more. You got 3 here. Inhale, reach. Exhale, find that zing right underneath your shoulder blades. Lift. Inhale, reach. Squeeze and lift that chest. Collarbones wider. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Lift that heart. And then lower everything back down. Take a little child's pose, you guys. Oh my gosh, those last few got really tough. Woo. Okay, let that go. I'm gonna switch my weights to let's start with my left ankle today. So I'm gonna start with my left leg. So I'm gonna do both of my weights on my left ankle. Your choice, you don't need weights. If you want them, if you don't want them, don't do them, it's your workout, right? Let's come on to all 4s. Let's go ahead, reach that left leg straight back. Make sure your hips are still squared. So you didn't do this. Bump that left butt cheek down. It's in line with the right. Shoulders at ears. All you're gonna do is squeeze your booty to lift that leg up. And then lower that leg, just tapping your toes to the ground. Exhale, lift. And inhale, tap. So you wanna make sure when your leg comes up that you're not just letting your back arch. You're not letting that belly button drop to the ground. You're truly lifting from your booty. And you're not just swinging or kicking that leg, right? Your spine should not be changing. Keep it flat. Lifting right where the hamstring and the glute connect. You want to squeeze there to get that leg to come up. Soften your elbows so you're not hyperextending those arms. Shoulders out of ears. Push the ground away. It's kind of like a plank. You should be that strong in the rest of your body, even though we're focusing on that leg. Let's go for 4. 3. We're gonna hold that leg up, you guys, in 2. Okay, keep that leg lifted on this next one. Give me a little tiny pulse here. Again, do not use momentum. Do not sway your lower back. Squeeze your booty, lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up on 1. Do not drop your knee. Just bend the knee so that your heel comes in towards your tush. Reach that leg back out to straight. That knee stays lifted. That thigh stays parallel to the ceiling. So you're going to flex your foot to bend your knee. Point your toes to straighten that leg. Flex, bend, point, reach. Flex, bend, point, reach. 5, 4, 3. We're going to keep that bend. And 2. On this last one, hold that heel close to your booty. Bring that knee towards your chest, and then press that heel right back up to the ceiling. Bring it down, and then exhale, squeeze that tush, bring it back up. Down. Squeeze and press it up. Try not to let your foot go too far away from your tush, because then you won't feel your booty as much. You'll start to feel more of that hamstring. We want to focus on that glute. For 5, make sure again your back isn't changing. Keep that belly pulled in tight. Last 3 here, pressing it up. For 2. Last one, bring that knee up. We're going to add on, cross your knee behind your right knee. Lift it up to the ceiling, and then you're going to give me a little side kick out to the left. Bring that heel to your booty. Turn that leg to parallel. Cross it behind your right knee. Press it straight up to the ceiling. Slight external rotation to do that side kick out to the left. Heel to booty. Parallel leg. Cross it behind the right. Press it to the ceiling. Open the hip a little bit. Kick it out to the left. In, parallel, cross, press, open, kick. Bring it back in. Parallel, cross, press, open, kick. Bring it in. Parallel, cross it behind, press it up. You got it, you guys. There's no need to rush. Take your time. It should kind of feel like you're carving out that left butt cheek here. We're getting all the angles of that tush. And then you're controlling this motion so much. Your hips aren't just swaying crazy, right? You're in charge. So it kind of feels like you're getting a little bit of that whittling of that waist as well. Bring it in. Parallel. Cross it behind. Press it up. Open the hip. Kick. Bring it in. Parallel. Cross it behind. Press. Last time. Open it up. Kick it to the left. Hold it right there. We're going to bring that right elbow down so you're a little more comfortable. Relax your shoulders. Keep that leg open to the left. Tap the ground. Lift it up. Tap the ground. Lift it up. Pull that belly button away from your waistband. Relax those shoulders out of your ears. Press into that left hand more so that you feel that booty cheek on the left, not just that right side. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Woo. Bring that leg in. Oh my gosh. Put out the fire. We're going to lie down on that right side. So we're still working the left leg. Holy moly. Line up your back with the back edge of that mat. And then you're going to pick up that right side waist away from the mat. Open your chest. You can always bend this arm on the bottom. Give yourself a little more support. Now that entire shape of that left leg is going to lift up and then lower down. So the ankle's coming up in line with the knee, and then everything's lowering down together. You want to keep that little breath of air underneath the right side of your body the whole time. So when the leg comes up, you're not just collapsing that right side. Keep it lifted. Exhale from the side booty now. Lift that leg, and inhale, lower it down. Exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. Collarbones wide. Don't look at your knee. Don't look at your toes. Look straight ahead. Let's go for 4. Keep that bottom leg active. Press it into the ground to help you control your pelvis. Do not let it rock. 2 more. Lift it. Lower it. Last one. Hold the lift. Extend that leg out towards that wall across from you. Bring that knee straight into your chest. And then reach it right back out, kind of like a little donkey kick. You're working to keep your ankle, your knee, and your hip lifted on the same plane. And again, that side body is lifted. You are working your oblique. You are still using your powerhouse. Even though your leg is on fire, and those weights are feeling extra heavy. If you're not wearing weights, you guys, just concentrate on how controlled this motion is. Imagine you're in molasses and really press that leg through that molasses. Pull it back in with your belly. Let's go 5. Let's look good. 4. Keep that leg lifted. Don't let it drop. I know it burns. 3. We got some inner thighs after this, you guys. 2 more. It's going to be great. It's going to be so fun. Last one. Hold that leg out. Lift that side body more and draw me a little circle here, up and around. Freeze your hips. Do not let them rock and roll. You're in control here. Remember, neck long. Chin off that chest. Circling that leg up and around. That entire leg bone is moving in that hip socket. Let's reverse. Other way. Up and around. Up and around. Control it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten out your bottom leg and stack those legs one on top of the other. So for this next part, your inner thighs, you're going to want to use this left hand as a little kickstand. So tighten your fingertips onto the ground in front of your chest. Make sure your hips are still stacked and you're not rolling that top hip back. You're going to lift both legs up. Lower both legs down. It might be tiny. Again, I want this side body to stay picked up off the ground. So you're not just letting it collapse as your legs come up and as your legs lower down. That's going to make the range of motion smaller, but you're going to feel your inner thighs and the oblique a little bit more. Let's go 5. Again, chest open. Relax that left shoulder out of that ear for 4. Think about your bottom inner thigh pushing that leg up to the ceiling for 3. Keep those hips stacked. You can do it, you guys. 2. Okay, don't be mad. Last one, you're going to hold it up. That top leg is going to lift a little bit higher, and then it's going to stay there. It's tired, so it's already burning. Bottom leg only. Lowers to the ground. Squeeze that inner thigh. Get it to meet that top leg. Lower it to the ground. Exhale. Inner thigh does the work. Lift it up. Inhale down. exhale, lift. Woo. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Squeezing those thighs together. I don't care if the feet touch. I want your thighs to squeeze. 5. Keep that sideways lifted. For 4. Use this hand, but relax the shoulder. 3. You got it, you guys. You got one more thing. In 2. Hold it up on this next one. We're going big scissors. Bottom leg forward, top leg back, and switch. And switch. Again, do not let your hips rock forward and back. Use this top hand, but relax that top shoulder. Keep a little space underneath that right side body. Lengthen your legs. Point your toes. Your left side booty is on fire. That leg is still lifted. Go 5. You got it. 4. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Woo! Lower those legs. Good job, you guys. Oh my gosh. Come on up. Let's take a quick stretch before we continue. So you're going to take that left leg, bring it up and on top of that right leg. It's probably pretty tender, so be gentle. Ease that left knee towards your right foot, and then try to press your chest forward to stretch out that side tush. Wow, okay. We got to do the other side. So if you've got weights, swap them. How you doing? Hopefully you're having fun. Let's come onto all fours. We gotta go from the top. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Square off those hips, pull that belly in. Right leg extends back. Make sure your hips stay squared. And then you're just lifting that leg, lowering that leg. I want to see what you guys are saying. Squeeze that booty to lift that leg. Yay! And lower that leg. So make sure, again, as you lift your leg, you're not arching your back. You're keeping those hips squared, so that right hip bone should be facing the floor, same as your left. Soften your elbows. Open up your chest. Think of a plank. Think about those arms, that spine, everything staying nice and steady, nice and strong. As that leg comes up, you are not flaring your ribs, and you are not swaying your back. Lift with your tush. Right where that hammy and that glute connects. Squeeze to lift it up. Okay, let's go 5. Last 4. Sometimes it's really hard not to dance around when these great songs come on. But we gotta hold everything else steady as we move that leg. On this last one, you're holding it up and you're gonna pulse. Little squeeze, squeeze, right into that smile line, right into that crease. Pull your belly away from the ground. Here we go. Last 3, 2, freeze that leg, then bend that knee, keep it lifted, heel to booty, point your toes, reach that leg out straight. Bend that knee, heel to booty, point, reach it out straight. So remember, your thigh is staying parallel with the ceiling. You're just hinging at the knee, bringing the heel towards the tush, stretching that leg back. So remember, the stretch, the straightening of the leg is just as important as when you bend the knee. You want to find length there, so you create those long, lean muscles. We're not bulking up, we're getting strong, we're getting longer. Let's go 5. Last 4, keep those hips square, keep that belly pulled in. 3. Last 2. Okay, hold that bend. Keep your heel close to your tush. Bring that knee down. And then exhale, keep the heel close to your booty as you press that foot towards the ceiling. Bring it down. Squeeze that booty, press it up. Bring it down, keep your back flat, and press it up. Push the ground away from you. Belly button in towards your spine. Squeeze. Right into that cheek. 5 more. You guys are doing awesome. We're almost done. 4. Woo. 3. Last 2. Okay, hold that leg lifted on this next one. Oh my gosh, we got our little combo. You're going to cross that knee behind your left thigh. You're going to press it back up to the ceiling like we did a second ago. Let your knee open towards the right side of your mat. Do a little kick to the right. Heel comes back in. You parallel the leg. Cross it back behind the left. Press it up to the ceiling. Open up your hips. Kick it out to the right. Bend that knee in. Turn your knee to the ground. cross it behind. So take your time with this little combo, you guys, making sure that when you do that little opening of your hip, you're not swinging your pelvis around. You're moving it with control. You feel your obliques kicking in as you do that little rotation. Squeeze that belly button into that spine. Reach it, bend it, spiral it back to center, cross it behind. You're doing a little internal rotation, squeezing the inner thighs. Bring it up, external rotation, and reach it out. Carving out that butt cheek. We're doing some complex movements here, right? We're adding some things together. Really good for your body. Whew. Nice job, you guys. Last 4 like this. Open it, reach it, squeeze that oblique, bring it in, and parallel. 3, press, open, reach, bend, parallel, cross it behind. 2 more. Open, squeeze that tush, bend it in, parallel, cross it behind. Last one. Open the hip, reach that leg, come down onto your left elbow, tap the ground, lift the leg. Tap the ground, lift the leg. A little bit more side booty. Keep pressing into your right hand so that you're not dumping that weight back into that left side. We already did the left leg. Do 5, 4, 3, oh my gosh, 2, and 1. Woo. Bring it in. Put out the fire a little bit, you guys. We're gonna lie down on that left side now. Ouch. Yes, I know, I'm with you. All the way down. Line up your back with the back edge of your mat. Bend your knees towards your chest for this first part. Lengthen out your bottom arm, or you can bend the elbow, but I want your head down so that you can really lift up that left side of your waist. And then just lift that leg. Whew, lower that leg. So the leg is in that 90-degree bend. It looks like an L. You're lifting the whole shape up, and then you're lowering it down with control. So we're getting really deep into that side tush now. On the right side, open the chest, chin off the chest, and then don't forget your bottom leg is pressing into the ground to help you find that space underneath that left side body. We're still working our abs. We're still working that powerhouse. Make sure you're not flopping your leg back down, you guys. Lift it, lower it through molasses. Both directions should feel light work. We got 4 more. Lengthen the spine for 3. You guys, we're so close to the end. Hang on. 2. Okay, lift that leg, hold it up on 1, extend it out, find that length, and then bend that knee right back in. So remember, the lengthening is important. Reach. Try to reach 1 more inch when you think that leg is straight, and then pull it back in towards your center. Make sure your side body is not collapsing into the mat. You want to keep that lifted. Ooh, stabilize your pelvis. Keep that work in that side tush. Keep that foot as high as the hip. Make sure everything's parallel. Let's go for 5. We got some inner thighs after this. Hang on. 4. First, we got to do our circles, though. Don't forget. 3. Belly button into spine. Keep those abs in tight for 2. Okay, you guys, last one. Push that heel away from you. Lengthen your neck. And then circle that leg up and around. Try to lift it as you circle it, so you still really get into that side tush. Keep that breath of air underneath your left side body. Keep that pelvis really stable for 4. I know it burns for 3. Hang on to it for 2. Okay, we got a reverse other way. Up and around. Up and around. Don't rock your pelvis. Just move that leg bone inside of that hip socket. Breathe through it, you guys. This is it for 5. Last 4. 3, 2, and 1. Both legs go out straight. Oh my goodness. We're going to tap out the fire again. Bring this hand on the floor. Tap your fingertips. Make sure your hips are stacked, so none of this. Roll that right hip on top of the left. Open your chest. Both legs come up. Both legs come down. It's that bottom inner thigh pressing up into that top leg. You want to make sure you still have that side waist lifted and you're not collapsing into the floor. This is it, you guys. We are done after this. Steady that pelvis. Use this hand, but relax your right shoulder out of your ear. Squeezing that bottom inner thigh to lift. We got 5. Lengthen those legs. Get longer through the crown of your head. 4. Take up space for 3. Exhale to lift for 2. Don't be mad at me. Hold it up on one. Lift the top leg a little higher. I know it's on fire. You can do this. Bottom leg only. Lower it down. Lift it back up. Keep those hips stacked. Keep that top leg lifted. Your bottom leg is coming up to meet it. Your top leg stays high. I know that cheek is burning. You got this. 5. We're going to finish with those scissors. In 4. You can do it. In 3. Last 2. Bring it up, hold it up. Bottom leg forward, top leg back. Do not rock your pelvis. Switch. And switch. Relax the right shoulder. Lift up that left side waist. Pull that belly button into that spine. We got 5. This is it, you guys. 4. This is how you go out. In 3. Last 2. And last 1. Whew. Bring it all the way back in. Good job, you guys. Put out that fire. Let's do that quick stretch. Oh. Woo. Cross that foot on top so that your right foot is basically on top of your left knee, and then your right knee is basically on top of your left foot. Oh my gosh. And then try to lean forward. Try to encourage that knee closer to the ground. If you've got weights on your ankles, take them off. We didn't really have time to get to that booty band, so if you didn't have one, that's okay. I'm sure you felt your booty enough. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and just come into a plank to transition. So find your plank. Lengthen out, squeeze your legs. Gaze slightly ahead, push the ground away. Think of everything that you worked in class. Work it right now. Let's take one more big inhale, put it all together. Exhale, scoop your belly, hike your hips up, and then walk your hands all the way back to those feet. Hang heavy for a second, shake out your neck. Maybe pedal out your legs. Ooh, whatever you need here. Maybe you take a little twist stretch. And then for a moment, bend both knees, let your head hang heavy. Take one last big inhale. And then as you exhale, restack your spine, come up, vertebra by vertebra, nice and tall. Arms come down, we're gonna roll those shoulders up, back. Keep them down the rest of the day. You guys are done.